Namasabhabhyaha Sabhapatibhyascha. Let us go through the meaning of every word there. Dhananjaya, O winner of wealth. Shrunu, you hear. Bhedam, the difference. Buddhehe, of intelligence. Cha, and. Dhrutihi, steadfastness or resoluteness. Eva, also. Gunataha, by nature or attributes. Trividaha is of three types. Asheshena, this will be told by me. Shrunu, you are here, you are going to hear. Pruthatvena, which are separate. All the three attributes are separate. Asheshena, without residue or completely. Prochamanam, told by me. So in this verse of the 18th chapter, Krishna is elaborating upon the nature of the three types of people and the way they interact with themselves and with the external world, people, places and things in three ways based on their sattvic, rajasic and tamasic attributes or gunas. It depends upon initially their buddhi or intelligence. So this intelligence is a part of the antahkarana or the internal instrument, the other two being manas, the mind, and ahankara, the egoism. Buddhi distinguishes between good, bad, right, wrong, righteousness, unrighteousness, and so on. Hence, Krishna informs in the second chapter of the Bhagavad Gita called the Sankhya Yoga, in which he uses the word Buddhi Yoga in the verses from shlokas from 38 to 43. And again from 46 to 53, he elaborates upon the concept of Buddhi, the various dimensions of Buddhi, and how people of intellect and intelligence engage in all the activities. It is elaborately explained in the second chapter. So Buddhi is very, very important. Manas is a general one, whereas Buddhi is the specific one. Since this Buddhi or intelligence has to be exercised by us while undertaking whether our personal work or endeavor or the work related to our profession or any public activity or which we are engaged in the society. In fact, in a very lighter vein, the ancient tradition, the Gurukula tradition recognizes three types of Buddhiman in our tradition. Which are they? First is called the Tailaman, Taila Buddhiman. The second is Gruta Buddhiman. And the third is Kambala Buddhiman. So how do we understand these three concepts? Imagine you take a bucket of water. In that water, you pour or put 1 spoon of oil or petrol. What happens? It completely surrounds and completely covers the entire surface. It's like that. Some students and some people who have this buddhi, whatever taught to them in the class or elsewhere, they understand and comprehend, and they exercise their own intelligence, burn their midnight oil, be very industrious and learn all those things related to that subject from outside through talks, through readings, through hearing speeches and so on. They are called Taila Buddhimans. And the second type is called the Grhita Buddhiman. Grhita, means the ghee. So you add 1 spoon of ghee to the water. What happens? It remains there only. It will never spread. Like that, some people, whatever taught to them by their teachers or anybody, will receive only that part and not more. They will never exercise extra efforts or intelligence, buddhi, to know more about that subject and comprehend it. And the third type is called the Kambala Buddhiman. Kambala in Sanskrit, it means woolen rug. So take a needle and pierce the needle into the woolen rug and you take away. Do you find the hole? No. That way, some people, whatever taught to them will not go to their head. They are called Kambala Buddhiman. The aim and purpose of S-VYASA Yoga University, started by our Honorable Chancellor, is that each one of us and each student here should become Taila Buddhimans. So that is the objective of all these planning and all these courses, all these Maitrimilans being fashioned systematically by Guruji. So next comes the Dhriti. So this Dhriti is the steadfastness or resoluteness. Means whenever you take up a work or a task by yourself wholeheartedly, you should exercise your body, mind and heart into that activity and be firm until you reach the goal. So your purpose and whatever the obstacles may be in between, whatever the hindrances may be, but your aim is to be very firm, resolute and steadfast in nature and attain the ultimate goal which you have aspired for. This is the Dhriti. This is one of the components of the Dharma, which is elaborated in Yajnavalkya Smriti and in other places. Teja Kshama Dhrutisteyam Shauchamindriya Nigraha Dhir Vidya Satyamakrodaha Dashakam Dharma Lakshanam. So our Indian Dharma, the Hindu Dharma, also has this steadfastness which we should follow in letter and spirit. So based on this resoluteness, that is Dhruti, firmness, and also intelligence, that is Buddhi, one should follow, and people are classified into three categories, which is elaborated by Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita in the next 3 verses. Namaskar, Dhanyavad.
Today we have a very special guest with us from United States of America, Houston. It's my pleasure to introduce him to all of you. Adaraniya Shri Shankar Narayan ji. Basically, he's a mechanical engineer and worked extensively in United States of America and as well as in Korea. Now he's settled in Hyderabad and doing lot of philanthropist work. He's a philanthropist now. I welcome you, sir, for S-VYASA and as well as Maitrimilan. Sir.
Yes, yes. Come.
My life has been over 50 years in abroad, inspired by Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba. How many of you know about Satya Sai Baba Puttaparthi? Raise your hands. Yes. 1970, at your age, many of you were not born. Guruji was senior to me. I went to America, 1970, thinking the greatest country in the world is America. The worst country in the world is India. After 50 years, I changed my mind. The greatest country in the world is India. The worst country in India is USA. Because, you know, you just heard, I had Kambali Buddhi. Then with the talk, I went to Taila Buddhi. Taila Buddhi, you give the effulgence. Look at yourself. Baba tells us, first, Jantunam Narajanma Durlabham. That means we have 84 lakh species, we became humans. That is the greatest blessing. You thank your parents. After that, the best country to be born is Bharat. You're all born in Bharat. I ran away from Bharat. Then Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba just simply ask me, what are you getting in America? Money. When I die, I leave it. What you get in Bharat, you get God. How do I know God is here? Look at Guruji. Look at Vivekananda. You know, Vivekananda, my first visit in America is Chicago. You all know Vivekananda ji came. Those days, I go by 747 flight, in 20 hours to America. He has to take a ship. Went to Chicago. Many friends I have. No, food is no problem. He got down in a small sewer tunnel. He was sitting, not knowing, to address, because his Guru Ramakrishna ji said, you should go address. World Religious Conference in Chicago, first conference. He went. What happened? He doesn't know anybody. Nobody will invite me. But God invited him. Nobody wanted him to speak in Chicago. But God wanted him to speak. You're all God's children. And then what happened? The first second, he mesmerized the whole audience. They never stopped ovations, standing ovations. They have to be stopped. That is the greatness of our country. Now look at Guruji. If you look at one of the premier institutions in India, when I went to school, I'm an engineer myself, the best school in India was Indian Institute of Science. Once you go to Indian Institute of Science, the entire world is looking for students into their universities, into their academy, into their everything. America is looking for people like Guruji. He worked in NASA. And what happened to him? For your sake, for all of you, look at this beautiful campus in India. I challenge you to go entire world, find anything like this, I will give you 1 crore rupees. See, it is a beautiful thing. There are 101.4 billion people in India. How many people have a chance to study in this institution? Unless there is an institution, you cannot study. But you were chosen to come to this. So you have to emulate from Vivekananda, from Guruji. You have to take a oath to serve Bharat Mata. As far as your life is concerned, he said buddhi. Buddhi is the only thing humans have compared to animals. Animals will eat, sleep, go to forest and everything else. The only thing we have is the buddhi, that is called discrimination power. That's what Krishna said to us. We don't have to understand all the spirituality, but basic humanity is here. So you are all blessed in these institutions. God bless you all. You grow, contribute to the Bharat, contribute to the Viswa. Like Guruji, you have been given models. When we went to school, it's a government school. Teachers are there, we are there. Teachers will say, we don't know anything about the world. Today, we know something, what is wrong with us, and things are improving for all of you as the students. So you should emulate. You are the future Bharat property. Baba says, what is my property? He says, students are my property. So that's how I inspired. When I was 48 years old, Baba told me, you come pursue God in India, and he didn't tell me how to pursue. Okay? It took me 25 years to do many, many things to meet a person like Guruji. Right? First time I'm coming here. So you have been blessed. God bless you. Everybody should take a oath to Guruji, to Bharat, that you will become an exemplary citizen of Bharat. So you not only serve Bharat as well as the universe, like Krishna and Arjuna did. for the entire universe. Okay? Let us say, Jai Hind, Bharat Mata ki, Go Mata ki, Ved Mata ki, Sai Ram. Sir?
Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschit sukhabhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.